Get in there, mate. We've got a partnership waiting to happen, haven't we? Well, okay, this is going to look sus. It's going to be interesting because he's got a different, I think, goal. I mean, they are aligned. They want to get rid of the Squid Games. At the same time, he has the very personal connection to his brother that I think is going to complicate things later down the line to perhaps naturally put him and Gihan together, but then cause a little bit of strife later down the line between them. What? Really? He was just here. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, at least he's okay. Now he understands. Okay, this looks very bad. You know each other. Come on. Yeah, this is bad timing, dude. Beautiful, mate. Thank you. You don't even know your worker? Dude. Good. Okay, good. This guy talks fast enough for my liking. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, no. Hey man, it was a stressful time. I'd have done the same, probably. Hello, let's go. Oh, the plot thickens, mate. Leave her alone, she's sleeping. I sense some social commentary coming on. Obviously sleeping, you can work it out for yourself, mate.
사람인데요.
There you go.
내일 아침 일찍 출근이라서요.
여기서 자대고 주무시면 안 돼요.
Why not?
위에서 알면 내가 또 한 소리 들어.
They won't find out.
오늘이 마지막입니다. 또 그러시면 위에다가 보고합니다.
So dumb, isn't it? She's not hurting anybody. She is just staying in, I would assume, a vehicle she owns. No one's about, no one's getting bothered. She's just sleeping. It's the same. I mean, you know, look, I won't spend too much time on it, but briefly, you know, the homeless folk that we had last episode, and, you know, how much do you see out and about now that we have this infrastructure that is anti-homeless people? You know, they can't, benches, bus benches, you know, places that they can, you know, find somewhere to sleep that has a little bit of shelter, and we have made it so they can't do that. They can't be comfortable. They can't sleep. They can't, you know, all of this, what we've just seen here. It's not just anti-homeless, but it's anti-human. It's crazy. Leave her alone, she's not hurting anybody.
광주로 형사.
Yeah, we need a good conversation.
당신하고 2번 만났어. 그 섬에서.
Oh yeah.
숙소에서 큰 싸움이 났던 날.
He talked to you.
너도 그 가면 중에 하나야.
Relax.
찾으려고 가면으로 위장해서 들어간 거였어.
Cool.
아까 당신이 죽인 사람은 누구야? 그놈이 게임에서 쳤을 뿐이야.
Beautiful. Team up.
그 놈을 알아? 가면들은 그자를 대장이라고 불러.
Okay.
얼굴을 봤어? 아니.
Okay. It's not great starting a partnership, guys, with lies on our breath. Sorry, that was a weird way to phrase it.
그놈을 죽인다고 게임이 끝나지는 않아.
Yeah, you gotta find out who's at the top.
자기 고객들을 위해서 게임을 만들었다고.
Mm-hmm.
VIP라고 불리는 놈들이 있는데 내가 그 중에 한 놈을 봤어.
You saw a lot of him, yeah.
송 사장님, 경찰은 안 돼요. 경찰이 우리 같은 사람들한테 도움이 돼.
It's a very good point. Oh, we're getting into some ACAB now, okay. I mean, that's what we saw in the touch last episode at the beginning of the guy on the motorbike, where you were just waiting for us. This feels like entrapment. Why are you coming for me? We'll see if we dive a little bit deeper into that. Maybe it's just a little touch here.
난 거기서 당신이 보지 못한 것들을 봤어.
It's true.
당신이 하려는 일.
Yes. Partners in crime. Partners in justice.
다시 한 번만 생각해 보시면 안 돼요? 에? 아니 제가 젊었을 때 사기를 당해서 뭐 근데 진짜 존나 열이 받아 복색이 찾아가서 몇 대 때렸어요. 근데 경찰이 저만 잡아가는 거예요. 그리고 합의를 보래요.
Right.
혼자 깜빵이 갔다니까요. 그 새끼는 벌도 안 받고.
Hey, compelling. God.
게임에서 우승한 게 진짜였어요?
Right, you just kept it all here. Damn, dude. I get it though, right? One withdrawal maybe, or a few withdrawals over time so they can't trace you. And then boom, you're just free to do what you want. I get it. Dude, that is not safe though. That is not safe.
보상은 얼마든지 하겠습니다.
Well, what if he says all of it?
그러는 게 아닙니다.
Good on you, mate.
저도 마찬가지입니다.
Hey, works out for you, Gihan.
그 갈비뼈 시켜서 다 싸 죽일 겁니다.
그 섬에 무장한 병력들이 있어요.
Yes.
이런 권총 몇 자루로 상대할 수 있는 놈들.
Okay, we've got smarts. Let's go.
제가 그동안 모은 것들입니다.
God damn.
이거 진짜 총이에요? 성 사장님 어디서 이런 걸 다?
Right?
우리 성 사장님은 다 계획이 있어.
I feel like less of a plan, just more collect guns, find people, right?
제가 그쪽으로는 쓸만한 사람들을 압니다.
Can we trust them?
군대 싸우는 거 처음 보네.
Unhygienic.
암시장에서 구한 것들 같은데.
Why'd you pick that out of the toilet, mate? There's all these here, and you chose that. Whatever, man. I just sorry. I'm like, are we washing our hands? Can we just follow etiquette? That's all I asked for. Is there a gun in the sink? Take it out. Come on. We need to use it.
제대로 작동됩니까?
Okay, Shawshank. God, he Shawshanked the motherfucker out of that. Mate, everyone in that hotel heard that. There's like massive holes everywhere.
시간 날 때마다 와서 연습해 두세요.
Hey, wow.
지금 다니는 직장은 그만두는 게 좋을 겁니다.
Yeah, maybe. Man, Gihan, he's all business now, innit? He kind of love it. Sad though. I mean, it's, this representation, like, I was talking about last episode of choosing these paths, the bread or the lottery. And he's chosen the lottery. He's chosen a life of chance and challenge, right? That's what it kind of represented, at least in my mind. That's my interpretation, right? And what that does to you. Because I think, you choose the bread and it's like, well, okay, well, it's not the big prize, but you get something right now. You are happier, you are content in this moment, and tomorrow you can do the same. And it ensures that there is a much higher chance that you are going to be, consistently happy for a great amount of time. The other path, the lottery ticket, the one that they're all choosing, I do feel like it leads to, how many people that have like a 9 to 5, an office job, you're in the rat race, you're climbing up and up and up, and you might be earning more money, fair play to you. But are you happy? How many people do you know that are doing that and depressed? I think there is an element of like robots. We become robots. You shut off your emotions to be able to do that. And it's interesting how we see the character development from last season of Gihan. He is quite, happy-go-lucky. He's quite charming. Yes, he's got that immaturity to him as well. But I think he's got that, basic kind of humanity. And I think him and Sangwoo were the contrast, right? You see in Sangwoo maybe a little bit more of this Gihan that we're seeing this season, because I think Sangwoo was very much in that corporate world, gone down that path. He was a lot colder, a lot less human in some ways. Whereas Gihan was, the opposite, the other side of that coin. Now we are seeing that character development, the development that he's gone on, the choices that he's made, to go down this path of chance and challenge, and he's colder. Not really a lot going on. Very serious, all business, right? That's what it does to you. And his character arc, his development, showing you that. Oh. Look at that. Behind this this parade with these colourful animals of joy and, giving candy to children. All on the surface, very pleasant, very warm, very nice, happy, joyful laughter. Under the surface, peel back the layer, look at this. There's no AC, these people probably aren't getting paid very well, not great conditions, it's this veneer of positivity while under the surface. Exploitation, negativity, harm, right? Everything I think this show goes to pains to reveal. Bless you, mate. And I'm assuming she might be homeless too. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh. It's very sweet, but it's very scary that they all automatically panicked and rushed for their helmets. You can almost hear the whip crack of the masters. Bless.
끼야, 여기 아파?
Oh, hey.
돼지 새끼는 대가리에 씨발 바람에.
Put your helmet back on. Dude. Oh, no. No. It's okay. Thank you. There you go. Out of the mouth of children. This idea, isn't it? That moment there of we can't be shown the dark, seedy underbelly of it all because we start crying. I see this conversation a lot of, there's too much kind of negativity in the world. There's too much to fight for. There's too much inequality, too much harm. You get those people that are like, well, we can't look at it all. We can't fight for it all because it's gonna be too much. We're gonna, burn out and blah, blah. And there's, some truth to that too, right? I think at the end of the day, you got to draw your lines and fight the fights that you can. But, you're no use to anybody if you're burning out and it's all getting to you a bit much. And I think we're human at the end of the day. But I think that's the part of the problem in some ways. I think we've got too many people that when you do peel back the surface, they kind of look at it and it's like, oh God, no. And it almost acts as this fuel to their minds to be like, no, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to go near that. I don't want to see that again. It makes me too upset. I'm going to go live my life and do this instead. And I'm never going to think about it again. It's like I was talking last episode, it's a balance. Right? Because I think it's so easy, I think, when you start talking about that, to arrive on the path of apathy for everything. It's like, okay, sure, I can absolutely understand that you have to guard your emotions and your state of being. Absolutely. You should. You need to take care of yourself. At the same time, that's not an excuse to be apathetic to everything, right? It's the, no ethical consumption under capitalism. I think a lot of people use that as, well, we can't ever do anything, right? So why bother at all? And it's like, okay, but then that means that you don't actually try to improve things at all. You've already defeated yourself. You've already given up. I think we've got to be careful because that is the road, like I said, to apathy, and we have to strike a balance there. Look after yourself, sure, but it's no excuse not to be empathetic to other people and choose the fights that you can fight too. Sorry, such a simple scene, but I think it shows a lot.
아이 뭐 혈액암이래.
Damn.
그게 좀 쉽지가 않나 봐.
Bless. Oh, there she is. How's the kid doing? I hope she's okay. I wish the best for her.
할머니,
Hey, he's grown up. Alright, mate.
저녁은 먹었어? 네, 친구들
It's very sweet.
그거 먹고 되겠어? 할머니
Oh, I hate sweet potatoes, mate. I'm sorry. I apologise. I'd eat them, though, for her.
배 있는 여자가 바로 새벽이 엄마입니다.
Oh, there she is.
최근에 불련한 게 확인됐습니다.
Let's get her out. You know what? I love that he's still looking after them.
당장 거동이 좀 힘들다고 그럼.
God damn.
중국이랑 북조선 쪽이랑 다 최고 전문.
Oh, it's this guy, huh?
돈이 더 필요하면
아닙니다. 돈은 처분해 주신 걸로 충분합니다.
Oh, well, that's good. What do you want?
새벽이한테 전에 빚진 것도 있고.
Oh, good on you, mate.
혹시라도 제가 연락이 안 되면 이쪽으로 꼭 연락해 주세요.
Yeah, you're not sure if you're going to get out alive. Oh, that's the woman. Okay. Who are you looking for?
또 왔네. 또 왔어.
They're going to see each other again in a SQUID game, I wonder.
살아있을지도 모른다고 하셨잖아요.
보거나 시체를 본 사람이 없다는 거지.
Well, let's look, eh? Right, so that's why you're struggling.
생긴다는 사람이 많아. 이래서 사람이 착하게 살아야 돼.
There you go.
엄마 아빠도 없이 그 돌쟁이가 혼자 북조선에서 어떻게 살아남았겠어.
Oh, she's 1 year. Okay.
엄마한테 애를 일찍하는 게 좀 그렇지만 그래도 잊어라.
Right. Well, she's not going to, is she? Right. Sorry, she's the lady in the image. I thought that was like mum and dad. My bad. Oh, mate. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? That we have that guy there, and it's like we have this example of money not being able to solve all issues, all problems, actually. Because I think that's what we saw last season, and, even last episode we had them being offered more money. I kept pointing it out. They were kind of making this point of money solves everything. Well, just more money, and everyone's motivated, more. And this guy here telling first Gihan, money ain't going to solve this, mate. It's not about that. Then she comes in. If it was down to money, I'd have asked for it. It's not about that. It's interesting now that we have this contrasting idea and the powerless place that it puts you into. This lady, she can't do anything. Like, what can she do? Even if she went into like the SQUID game and got a bunch of money, it's like, well, we've just been told that's not going to actually solve anything. Yeah, it's an interesting contrasting idea of money doesn't solve everything. So I'm curious if they kind of take that and go forward with that a little bit more further into the season. Oh, this guy needs to leave her alone. Oh, is it Gihan?
강노을 씨.
Oh, no. Have you got a card for her? Okay. I mean, money ain't going to solve her issues. We've just been told that. Well, I mean, maybe she can tap into resources above that guy if she had more money. I mean, at the end of the day, look, she's living in a car park in her car. She is hitting all the prerequisites for a ticket into the SQUID game. It's fair.
잘 좀 살펴봐라. 그래도 안 사람 길인데 살아있으면 와서 꼬치라도 꽂아놨을 기다.
Interesting. So he lost his wife. Maybe that's supplying a lot of reason. Part of the reason that he is now the game master and his path to that. That maybe that put him into a place of hopelessness, of I have lost everything that gave my life meaning and happiness. And it's maybe why he had that book, The Art of Desire. It's like, well, once your desire, your meaning perhaps for happiness in this world is gone, where do you look to try and find that again? What can I replace that with? Because I think you have to a certain extent, right? To move forward, move on with your life. I can understand with the negative feeling, perhaps, and the heartache from the death of his wife. That could have also sent him down a path that was perhaps not great for him either. not the most positive path, which is what we have seen of him as the game master, right? Suddenly very interested in him and his story.
내 형은 이제 인연을 끊으려나 보다.
That's sad.
이렇게 몇 년 동안 소식.
Maybe reminds him of his wife. Maybe he can't face that.
내가 널 더 챙겼다고.
Right.
그런 거 아니고 형도 다 하니까.
내 오장육부라도 팔아서.
Oh, bless you, mate. You can't keep punishing yourself for that.
나한테 신장만 안 줬어도 형이 그거 팔아서 형수 치료비에 쓸 수 있었을 거 아니야.
Right, it came down to money.
그냥 그때 차라리 내가 죽었으면은.
앞에서 그런 소리.
Oh, come on, guys. Stop beating yourself up.
그런 말 좀 그만하세요.
Mm-hmm.
형수가 그런 병에 걸린 건 형수 운명이고.
Yeah, sometimes it's out your hands.
받은 것도 형이 스스로 결정한 거예요.
Bribes, eh? Oh, it's not our lady in the costume anymore, is it? I'm going to assume.
죄송합니다.
Yeah.
애들만 생각했지 안에 있는 어른들에 대한 배려가 전혀 없어.
There you go. Yeah, how many people do you talk to and they're like, well, we've got to keep the economy running, you know, you got to keep it all turning. You know, on the surface, everyone sees it as this thing that keeps us going, this positive force in the world. Everyone likes to talk about it, look at it and go like, look, civilization. When actually under the surface of it all, people are just suffering. We are driving humanity to death over it. It's like, is it really actually intrinsically good for us? Does the goal of it have the best interests of humanity at its heart? Strong argument to say no.
진짜 갈 때까지 싸움을 하시네. 팀장님, 제가 저 친구랑 2년 넘게 같이 일을 했는데요.
There, she's cold. Yeah. Because, I mean, what was I talking about before? The life of contentment, the life of chance and challenge. You'd argue she's in that life of chance and challenge. And what has it made her cold? Because, I mean, that's just what it tends to do.
뭐 얘기도 한마디 제대로 해본 적도 없어요.
저 성격으로 그동안 일은 어떻게 했는지 모르겠어.
With that kind of personality. It's not personality, though. This is the thing. People see it that way, but it's like, I would argue that that's not her personality. If you have her in a position where she's actually living a happy life, you know, our circumstances and what we do in our life dictate, I think, our mood and our happiness. And I think that absolutely dictates how we are perceived by people, because she's not having a great time and she's cold because of it. And that's her personality. I would argue that's not her actual personality. She is just depressed. You alright, mate? Oh God, the daughter. Is she okay? Oh no. No. Oh, the hat. Damn. Yeah, go get it, mate. No, thank you. God, did we not want to give this man anesthetic? What are we doing? Didn't need to see that. We're tracking him. I feel like they're going to find that, though. Okay, we're going in with a plan. Nice. Man, I do find myself wanting to get to the Squid Games, I'll be honest with you. We are building up, aren't we? We're going to get the cop infiltrating the games again, because I feel like we need someone on staff to actually give him a little bit of power when he's in the game. I mean, it's interesting, right? This lady here, she can't find her daughter. Everyone's telling her that her daughter can't be found or is gone. And yeah, she's taken an interest in this little girl. And perhaps money will save this little girl, right? Providing decent motivation for her for the game. Yeah, stuff like this shouldn't be down to money, should it? If we have the means to help people, we should just do it. Money be damned. It's crazy. What a crazy world we live in. No. Okay. Oh God. Okay, we are putting together a team. As long as the pay is right. Can we trust them?
클럽 복장 딱 준비해놨어. 그리고 내가 옷태가
Really? Very much looking forward to that, mate.
형은 섬에서 얼굴이 노출됐으니까 놈들이 먼저 알아볼 수도 있어요.
And they don't know you.
달아났잖아요. 놈들이 성 사장님 데리고 어디를 가도.
Is the gambit to make them take him then? For him to lose? I wonder. Is that your daughter? Yeah, mate, come on. I mean,
Hello?
Hello, yes it is. Oh, in English too.
Who is calling?
Do say hi.
아빠? 아빠예요?
Please, what are you doing? Say hi, say hello.
말을 안 해.
Do you know what? Something that I can't understand. I can. He's very driven. He can't let himself. I think perhaps this is what I would go with. I guess my interpretation of this is that if for one moment he gives into that life of contentment, if he says one word to his daughter, if he goes and has one trip to go see her, knowing that he has the means to make that his life, to be there for her, to be her father, means he will never take down the Squid Game because he can't. It's too powerful, it's too strong, the happiness, that orbit of his daughter is too overpowering. If he says one word on this phone call, has a conversation, he'll suddenly deviate from this path he's on. And that will mean, like I say, the Squid Games, all of this system, it never gets taken down. Who else is going to do it? The cop? The cop, can he do it on his own? Maybe not. Probably not. There's a better chance together. And he has this drive to take it all down. He needs to, right? We saw that at the end of last season and how he saw, the face of what's his face from last episode. And he was like, I can't let it go. To me, that's the interpretation. And why? Because I'm sat here because, we've had the scenes this episode of him helping, Sabyok's family. He's looking over Sang-woo's mom, he's taking care of all that. And it's like, well, you're doing that, you're taking care of their family, why can't you take care of your own? It's that question, and I, at least for me, that is a reason that I can get behind. I can understand that. And that is why he is forsaking his daughter. That is why he is so scared to talk to her, even. Oh, I hope he gets to that life, I really, really do. He's been through a lot. He deserves it. God, his daughter deserves it. Maybe not so much motivation then. I just want to see this guy's fit, What outfit's he got on? Dude, I can see a glimpse of that shirt. It looks very nice.
잠깐만. 아이, 뭐라도 하나 뒤집어 써야지.
Yeah, take off. Do you know what though? That jacket is nice, dude.
얼마예요?
Really? Okay. Completes the look. Sorry, the horse.
안내 상황은요?
아주 그냥 난리야, 난리.
Great, thank you for that assessment, mate. It's fluorescent, it's neon, perfect. Hey, you're not going to lose him, are you? Hello. Oof, close.
경찰들 줄 서 있는 거 안 보여요?
God.
핑크 안 보여.
Probably because of the big fuck-off mask on your face, dude. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, that earpiece is very obvious, isn't it?
사장님이랑 접선했어. 이동 중이야.
Mate, stay cool, stay cool.
한 놈 더 있다고요.
Okay. Hi. Oh, come on. They're isolating you, mate. I just can't shake the sense, though, that Gi-hun is very underpowered here. I just feel like he's constantly been outplayed. They have so much resources. Good that they hired these guys. I just don't know if you can trust them that far. What's to say that the VIPs, billionaires, aren't going to identify that team that he's hired and pay them off, right?
456번.
The front man.
지난 일은 다 잊고 행복하길 바랬지. 그 비행기를 탔어야 했어.
That was the choice.
최선의 선택이었어.
I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, I'm talking about this choice, and, I was talking about last episode, you should choose the path of contentment, and the front man here talking to him, being like, you should have gotten that plane, that was the best choice you could have made. Yes, I agree to a certain extent. However, this is why I pause, because I think to enact change, to make things better, to fight against these systems that go against humanity, our lives, our happiness, I think we do have to choose challenge, right? As much as I'm talking about this choice of you should choose, and I said that last episode, I was like, if you ask me, you should choose contentment, you should choose the bread. I was talking very generally in the sense of, life choices and what you should do with your life, should you get in the rat race or not, or whatever, But I think when we're talking about these systems in place and, Gi-hun going after this Squid Game, which, like I said last episode, symbolically is that system. I mean, I've talked about it a little bit already this episode, and this apathy, right? And people choosing to fight the fights that they can fight and protecting themselves so they don't burn out and making sure that they have the energy to fight, right? Which means you can't necessarily fight everything, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't fight either. But my point is that we should choose that, I think. And I think if more people did, I said that last episode too, the power is with the people, the power is with the populace. If we actually all came together, we could change things so much quicker. And that's what Gi-hun chose. I did say last episode too, it wasn't necessarily the same for Gi-hun, because it's not that he was choosing to get in the rat race. He doesn't need to. He's got the money, he's got the means. That's not really his choice, but his choice is, do I have a happy, peaceful life and be a part of the system that is corrupt and hurting everybody else, even though I can carve out a little bit of happiness for myself? Or do I make the choice and actually fight against it to make sure that we have more peace and prosperity for everybody? And I think that should be the choice, So even, going back to last episode and bread and lottery and the choice that there is there in the general sense of, career paths and what you're choosing for your life, I think within that, it goes deeper it's also that choice of taking up a cause, fighting against the system. And Gi-hun represents that. And he is forsaking some of his happiness for that.
나한테 뭘 원하지?
게임을 멈춰.
Could you imagine if all it took was asking nicely?
우리 게임을 열었을 뿐 게임에 참여하는 건 너희들의 자발적인.
There it is.
헛소리 집어치워.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it too much, but like, that's the point though. You can't just relinquish all responsibility because other people are choosing to participate. They're only choosing to participate in the game you created, the system that you set up, because things are unfair and they are desperate. The answer is not to create another system that exploits and harms them to give them the chance at happiness. What you should do in that respect, in that regard, is to actually just, you've got all that money, just help them. But that's the point. The point isn't to help them. The point is to entertain yourselves. You know, this front man has convinced himself that they're doing the good work. And he's wrong. He's fooled himself.
게임에 참여하는 건 너희들의 자발적인 선택이었어.
It's that. All we did was create. It's like, do you mean all you did was create the game? As if it's this small thing. Dude, you created hell. What do you mean?
너희들은 궁지에 몰린 사람들의 마음을 그들의 사지로 몰아놓고 즐기는 거야.
Yep, good.
그걸 그들의 선택이라고 포장하면
Yeah.
너희들이 하는 그 더러운 짓이 자선 행사라.
Thank you, mate, yeah.
경쟁에서 탈락한 쓰레기다.
Trash. That's your mistake, mate.
세상이 바뀌지 않는 한 게임은 끝나.
Well, there you go. He's not wrong there. But that's my point, is that we should be putting resources and money into changing the world, not creating a game within that world to make things worse. Because you're exploiting that system for your own gain.
세상은 어차피 그런 곳이니.
Yeah, he's getting to what I was talking about.
너 같은 놈들이 만들어내는 이야기야.
Yeah.
사람은 그저 경마장의 말이고
Horses in a race.
이들이 말의 주인이라고 생각하는 놈들.
Oh, perfect.
말솜씨가 많이 늘었군.
But that's what I mean. It's those phrases that I think make people feel okay with being apathetic. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism, so you can just buy whatever you want, do whatever you want. I can never be good, so why even bother trying? It's these little phrases, isn't it? When actually in reality, it's not an excuse. You can still do good and improve things. That's not, it's not a be all and end all of, well, you might as well not try because you can't do anything. It's like, well, okay, well, that means that you are, it's self-fulfilling prophecy. That means that nothing's going to change because you're not going to do anything. And if we don't do anything, it won't change. Obviously, like.
말 주인들을 설득이라도 하려는 거야.
I mean, it's gotta be.
왜 경주를 멈춰달라고?
I mean, convince, though, is a word. I don't know if he's looking to convince, more so eliminate.
알겠습니다. 작전 시작하겠습니다.
Damn. Oh, God. Good shot, dude. Come on. What are we paying you for?
엎드려!
Oh, he's very inconspicuous, sure.
날 납치라도 하려고 했던 건가?
That was the plan, yeah, I think. Oh God, this is what I mean. I couldn't escape this feeling that they are getting outplayed. It's kind of confirming it. I think you're getting taken, mate.
그 권총 한 자루로 게임을 끝낼 수 있겠어?
Yeah, it's gonna take more. Stay calm, stay cool, mate.
게임을 하게 해줘.
Hello.
게임을 하겠다고.
Let's go.
게임을 멈추라고 하지 않았나?
내가 다시 게임에 들어가면
That's what you're playing for?
그때는 그 돈 많은 놈들은 분명 더 재밌어 할 거야.
You're gonna ask for a prize that isn't money? I feel like this moment here represents the idea that you can't fight capitalism without participating in it. Some array this as hypocritical, which is nonsensical, because if someone were to willingly not participate in the system their society is governed by, they'll never accrue any kind of power or any resources in order to bring it down. It's vital to participate in capitalism in order to dismantle it.
겁이 나는 건가? 너도 오일남처럼 나한테 질까봐? 남은 죽는 순간까지 인정하려고 하지 않았어.
Yeah.
매트릭스라는 영화 하나.
I have, yes.
한약을 먹고 편히 살면 될 텐데. 굳이 빨간
There you go.
영웅 흉내를 내는 인간들이 나오지.
That choice. You could have had peace.
네가 이 세상을 바꿀 수 있는.
It's not about being a hero. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It's like, so many people, virtue signaling, right? This phrase we've created to try and guilt those that actually do want to change things and make things better. And it's like, well, okay, sure, at the end of the day, you can call me or whoever else whatever you want. At the bottom line, when everything is said and done, it still means that we're helping. It still means that we're inching towards a better world, towards something better, to improving some people's lives, even if you can't necessarily feel it right now. even if it is just spreading the word, talking about it so more people believe in that kind of cause and that kind of thing. That's what he's kind of working towards here. The game master, you want to be a hero, you want to, you know, it's like, it's not about that, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are people out there that want to do it for the sake of being a good person, but it's like, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that they're not being a good person if they are actually trying. We can get into the finickiness of it all and start to pull apart, well, why are people saying these things, trying to work towards a better world? And it's like, well, it actually doesn't really matter what the reason is. All that matters is we're doing it. That's it. And you can try and shame people and, you know, call them virtue signaling or doing it for brownie points or whatever else. I mean, the reality of the situation is when you're online, actually, you earn a lot more attention and money a lot of the time if you are talking the other way. Negativity sells. It just does. There's not really necessarily a lot of reward for talking progressively, for talking this way. That's the fact of it. So it's like, you got to ask yourself, why do people do it? Oh, well, they just want to be the hero. No, or maybe they just believe in it. When did we stop believing? You know, when did we stop being good or wanting to be good? It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, you know, it's this thing of like, call me what you want. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop talking this way. And I don't think other people should either. And even if other people are saying it because they want to be a hero, want to be a good person, want to be lauded as, wow, look at that person. Oh my God, they're so great. Who cares, man? Like, let them do it. It's not what we should be promoting. I feel like we should be promoting people to actually want to feel that way. Obviously, that's the better option. But at the end of the day, as long as we're doing good, we're doing good. Sorry, I take a lot of issue with that whole thing of like, yeah, you just want to be the hero. And it's like, what a simplistic, dumb way to come at it from.
내가 보여줄게. 세상이 이들이 원하는 대로만 움직이진
Your way.
않는다는 걸.
원한다면 뜻대로 해주지.
I don't know necessarily that this is actually going to result in any change though, unless you... Do you know what I mean? You're going into this game and they have all the power, Gihan. That's what I'm worried about here. But let's wait and see. Was he in the front seat? Oh, come on. Hello. I hope he becomes a...
게임에 돌아온 걸 환영하네.
Here we go. Yeah, I hope he becomes a character we explore a bit more.
플랜 B 시작하겠습니다.
Plan B. Okay, we are prepared. Good. Oh, okay. They've improved this process, haven't they? Wait. No. She's a... What a twist. I love it. Okay. Come on. Oh, God. So that's why it's nicer. She's part of it. Oh, that's so good. I love that we're seeing... I love that we're seeing... We've been... Oh, I feel tricked. I do. That's great, though. Because I feel emotionally invested in her. They really effectively did that and actually showed me that there is some heart to her. And she's actually struggling too, right? And like I say, now I'm emotionally invested and now it's like, well, she's one of the bad guys. That's so interesting. What a draw, what a hook. And doing something different from season 1. You know, we're actually, you know, because season 1, we do see some of them, but they are really very much arrayed as the bad guys, right? You don't really explore them or why they're there or you know, are they all bad? I don't know. I mean, we're kind of seeing here, perhaps not. I love that it's switching that up. What an injection of intrigue into this season that she turns out to be that. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, this is your first video of mine, please consider doing that down below. It helps me out a great deal. I've got early access in the description as well for patrons and YouTube members. So, hey, if you're interested, go have a look, see what's available if you think it's worth it. But if not, no worries. Don't worry. Everything will be released on YouTube in due course for free. So just stick around. But hey, that was episode 2. We will be covering episode 3 very, very soon. So yeah, honestly, thank you as always to those who support me. Genuinely, just thank you for your support. But that's it for this video. Hope you're well. But yeah, more Squid Game coming soon. I'll see you then.